Reserve, or Shorakapok, aka Inwood Hill Park. We got the Water is Life staff from many years ago. The Water is Life prayer march, and it's being held by Arecibo Boed. Say hello to everyone.
Hey, what's going on?
All right, we got the cameraman today. It's Carlos Pavon. Say hello, Carlos.
Hey,
All right, we got Maribel from Dominican Republic, Quisqueya La Bella. She's our lighting person today.
our lighting
Dile
engineer.
salud,
Hi,
saludos.
hi.
Okay, so why are we here almost in the dark? Well, exactly May 8th, 1926, Inwood Hill Park became, I won't say a tourist attraction, but it became a focal point up here in northern Manhattan. And they hired a Native American woman to lead a special program called Indian Life Reservation. Let me give you a little history about her. They call her Princess Naomi, but her real name was Marie Naomi Balaraze Constantine Kennedy. And she was a central figure at that time in 1926 at Inwood Hill Park. Now, Indian Life Reservation, 1926. This was when the park officially opened. As I said, May 8th, 1926. And there was a section where we're standing right now. It was designated as the official Indian Life Reservation, which was like a reenactment of the ancient past. Now, Naomi, she identified as Cherokee from New Orleans. And she was brought here. There's some controversy or some questions how she was brought here all the way from New Orleans. But there is a report that she was hired by the Dykeman Institute. And they say that she lived in the historical caves right behind us up the path. But according to her, she said, I don't think any natives live there. There's too many leaks. That's her words, not mine. So right behind us, she had a cottage that she built with her son. And there she lived for close to 11 years. And all the way behind us lived Native Americans, indigenous folks from the 5 boroughs of New York. So what started out as a reenactment became very real. So she had a community role, Naomi. She was far from being a performer. She was a neighborhood fixture. They said from Monday to Saturday, she had a Cherokee buckskin. She would walk around with the children. She would teach the people about the land, about the history. And then on Sunday, she'll wear her high heels, her pretty dress, and walk down Broadway. That's local newspapers will write that. Now, there was a conflict that eventually occurred between her, the Native Americans, and the Parks Commissioner at the time, 1937, Robert Moses. Now, he was known as a very aggressive clearer of parklands. And he issued an eviction notice for Naomi and all the natives that were here, including her son, Billy. And at the time, Billy was a featherweight boxer, professional boxer. Now, they and the natives were forced to leave the land that they stewarded for over a decade. Now, there's not really any documents related to her history or her life after she left here, but according to a local historian, Cole, he mentioned that she died in her reservation in New Orleans. So the LaGuardia administration and Robert Moses, they forcefully moved the Native Americans out of northern Manhattan, 1937. And it was the same year that the tulip tree that was a fixture here in Inwood, that was here for over 200-300 years, died that same year. So what's important to note is that right now in 2026, right now, Inwood Hill Park, Shorakapok, we're not going to call it Indian Life Reservation because this will never be a reservation where natives can actually live here because this is public land. But as we know, for 15,000 years, there's been natives, indigenous nations living right here for 15,000 years, starting with the Matisse people that lived in these caves eventually became the Wesquakic people, branch of the Lenape people. As far as Newburgh, Connecticut, New Jersey, my good friends, the Ramapos, the Lenni Lenape, and also my friends in Oklahoma, because the last of the indigenous of this land, right here, Manhattan, Inwood, were forcibly removed, and they had to walk to Oklahoma. 80% of the people died. 20% lived, and they're alive and well in Oklahoma. I made back in 2017. I made a connection. They gifted the Shorakapok Earthkeepers with sage, Sundance sage, so we can forever hold this land as sacred. So the Shorakapok Earthkeepers, May 8th, 2026, are renewing the mission that Princess Naomi started back in 1926. So we will call it Indigenous Life. Indigenous Life of the Shorakapok Earthkeepers. And you don't have to be indigenous to be part of this indigenous life, because as we all know, the hospitality of all indigenous people means to teach the people, to teach everyone those original instructions to honor the land, to honor the earth as mother, as our mom. So right behind us, you can see the trees. The cottage is no longer here. Princess Naomi has died a long time ago, but her memory still lives on. Those natives that came from the 5 boroughs, their presence is still here. Their spirits, their memories, their hard work, their sweat. So we as Shorakapok Earthkeepers, we're bringing it back. Indigenous life right here in Shorakapok Reserve. So in a Taino way, I'm going to play the conch shell 4 times, honoring Naomi, the natives, honoring the present indigenous people, especially the Delaware, Lenape, and remembering the community here in Manhattan, that we can somehow come together during this time of trial, during this time of disrespect towards our mother, and we're here to stay. So right now we're going to take some tobacco for our ancestors. This is some great food for them. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna go, and then Carlos can follow me. Everyone, just right by this tree. The cottage once stood. As indigenous people, we believe in honoring the ancestors. So we honor Naomi Campbell, Constantine Kennedy. Remember her son Billy, who built this house here. You remember all the natives that lived here, who were forced out. And remember the Shorakapok Earthkeepers from the past and the Shorakapok Earthkeepers of the present. We are stewards of the land, we're caretakers, we're protectors of the land, because our land is our mother. So if anyone is here in New York City, come on up. We can use some volunteers, some Earthkeepers. We'll be searching for grants. We got a donation campaign going on right now. So please do what you can. Come on out. We can use your hands. We can use your feet. We can use your heart, your passion. And we also, after a good workout, working on the land, we play a friendly game of Batu in the Taino way. That's a ceremony connected to a sport. So for all of you that can't be here, all of you out there in the cyber world, this is Cyber Behige. I got some tobacco for you. And I'll put it right down. And that's for you. So wherever you are, may you find blessings in your life, in your family's life, your friends, and all those who need prayers, who maybe are hungry tonight, or maybe who are going to die tonight. We honor them. This is the Cyber Behige. Goodbye, everyone. Say goodbye.
Good night.
All right. Thank you. Did it shut off? Let me see. Yeah.
Wait, still
Yeah, it's still going.